Hey, this is your recap Auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you so much for coming by. Guess what, baby? We are in season 2 of Beyond the Gates, baby. The best show in my world. My world. Okay. Whew, we made it, y'all. We made it. I said it again yesterday. Whenever I did the last video, I did it then and I'm saying it again. We made it. We did not skip not one episode since doing this show. And we did it together as rascals. All right. All right. So we did see some new family members peek their head in and be talking, and y'all came over here to join me. Hey, y'all, welcome. Your words matter over here, okay? They do. I used to do a series called Front Porch where I used to read your content and comments, baby. It got too much, so I'm just responding as I see. If you say something, I am going to respond to you, okay? So if you take the time, I am going to do that. All right, thank y'all for sharing y'all stories. God Almighty, y'all, y'all are a blessing. Y'all are so strong. Oh, some of y'all are still in healing. Some of y'all are got the same gene that hopefully this is not making a lot of noise. Some of y'all have the same gene that Anita has, and you fight with it daily. You're winning, so I appreciate y'all for sharing those stories. Y'all don't have to do that, but you do, and I do appreciate that more than you will ever know. I'm excited about seeing today's episode. Hopefully the script is great. I had some issues with last season on some episodes. Hopefully they will develop Leslie's character a little bit more, because she does need to go down for what the fuck she did to Laura. And I think he killed Alan too. So I'm excited about seeing season 2. I really am. I'm really going to hang in there and do what I need to do. So let me go ahead and get this party started. Let's go and knock on these gates, because we still going to knock on the gate. I know we fancy now. We on season 2. We gonna still knock because everybody got their chair. Everybody here? Y'all ready? All right. I ain't doing no roll call, 'cause we got a lot of people now. But y'all know who y'all are. The ones that we always talk to and always making comments. Y'all know exactly who you are. So let's go ahead and get this party started and get this recap going, because I give a full real-time reaction recap over here. That's what I do. See it on the TV, give the voices and my interpretation, and you might get some crying, baby. You might get some cussing. You gonna get the real over here, right? All right, let's get this party started in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we open up at the hospital with Tad and Shanice, and he comes right up to her and say, "You got a minute?" She's like, "Look, if this is about the kiss last night, honey." He was like, "It's not. But as far as how first kisses go," he says. She says, "I'm listening." He said it wasn't bad. I mean, we didn't knock no heads and we didn't knock no teeth together. So he was like, "But if you got any notes," she looking around like, "Shit. Okay, look, I ain't got no complaints, all right?" So he turns around. Shanice is a good judge of character. She asks him, was anything wrong with him? He was like, "No, not me necessarily, but some people that I love, yeah, yeah." "I saw Nicole coming out of your office earlier," Shanice says. She says, "Is it about that?" He says it is, and if it's not too much to ask, I could really use your advice. She's looking like, ah. And then we show Catherine, baby, at, at Uptown. No, yeah, Uptown. "Another tequila, please." "Girl, you just had one." So I guess the bartender didn't hear her. So she was like, "Excuse me, another tequila, please." He's like, "Coming right up." So guess who comes? Like I said in my last video, Tomas. He says, "I got your text." "What's going on, Kat?" Honey, I'm just getting my drink on." She says, "Bartender, another tequila. And this one is for my friend." "Your friend, girl? That's your boo." "Just water for me, thanks," Tomas said. She was like, "Honey, are you serious? Are you not going to let me drink alone? Is that what you're trying to do? I mean, are you going to let me drink alone?" Y'all got to know I got on new glasses. I got to get used to this damn new prescription. He says, "First, I am not making you do anything, okay? And second, I left the office as soon as you asked, and I'm right here next to you, so you're definitely not drinking alone." "Are you patronizing me?" Kat says. He said, "Of course not, baby. But when you text asking me to join you here, you didn't say anything about day drinking." One thing I don't like about Kat, when it comes to being honest with Tomas up front, You got to pull teeth, and I ain't talking about like the front teeth. That's easy. You got to reach in the back of that child's mouth and reach down, down, down deep in them damn gums and pull that damn wisdom tooth. Cause she ain't gonna make it easy for Tomas to find out the truth. You've got to pull hard. She plays this very strong woman, but when it comes to her relationship with him, he can never get the truth out of her on the first go round. It's at least the whole show before we find out she tells him the truth. I don't like that about this character. She's so stubborn. So she continues and it's like, whatever, and you don't even want to go back to the office with liquor on your breath. That's why you trip. That he says, and I actually want to have a few brain cells to get any work done, guy. Oh, well, I am so sorry for bothering your ass. You should go on take your ass back to the office. I know how important it is for you to make partner. Cat, it is not as important to me as you are. Would you please, God, tell me what's going on? I just, I just wanted a little company. I might buy that if you were not drinking tequila, which always gives you a terrible headache the next day. And this is her second drink, so. Oh, and she takes the second shot. I forgot about that. What I was hoping to forget is my gran has cancer. Thank you, Kat. Cause damn, I thought it was gonna be he wouldn't be able to find that out to the whole show. Cause you know how Kat is with Tomas. All right, y'all. We're at the red door, and Martin gets home with his hubby. So he was like, "Hey," Smitty says, "What's going on, boo? I was just coming to meet you at the Bell Festival. What you doing home?" Martin tells Smitty that he canceled, and Smitty was like, "Why? You've been talking about this event for weeks." Something came up, Martin says. He was like, "Look, you and Shonda, that's his campaign manager, y'all have been working on this shit for weeks," Smitty says. "A public event like this, national tradition, first day of the year, it practically screams re-election optics for you, boo. I mean, what could be more important than that shit?" Family, Martin says. Family is more important. And we got the bop, 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 bop. Hey, hey. Okay, I noticed that Jen Jacob, all right, Teach Jazz. Jen Jacob, aka Ashley, has a new face card on the beginning, and Ariel, aka Naomi, has a new face card at the beginning. Okay, y'all better start off season 2 right. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see. All right. Well, we at the palace, and Danny gets there, and Vernon gives her a hug. Hello, sweetheart. And guess who following her? Her big ass, tall ass, true ass looking shadow. Vernon was like, Bill? Vernon? He comes over there like he family. Is this a bad time? Danny says. I wasn't too sure if mother will be napping or. I can hear you from in here, you know, girl. When I tell you Anita misses nothing, baby, that queen misses nothing. Definitely not napping, Vernon says. So Danny brings Bill by. And remember, Vernon had already had that conversation with Andre. Like, you need to be there for Danny. Don't let Bill slide his ass in there. And I saw all of y'all comments. Y'all know I give a real time reaction, all right? I still don't like that Danny told Bill first before the girls. But I feel like Danny only went to him because she didn't want to break the news to the girls alone because it could jeopardize the girls' health. I think that if she wanted to break the news to the girl, she should have had her husband there, Andre. I mean, I don't know, it's debatable, but I still think that she should have told the girls first. Now, who she had by her side, you know, nobody said Andre. None of y'all didn't say Andre. But some of you guys did agree with me, but a majority of y'all said that it was good for her to have Bill there. It's the next day, y'all. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like because I'm not in this situation, but if I were in this situation, well, my kids are grown, so they would talk to him, my ex husband about what's going on. Like if I had something and something was going to bother my daughter and disrupt her health or whatever, I would talk to her first with my partner, which is my boyfriend, there to help hold me, and then my partner and I would go and talk to my ex-husband and his wife about what's going on with my daughter. So uh that's why I feel so adamant about it. But again, we all can agree to disagree. I love y'all. Y'all still love me. I mean, y'all ain't gonna stop from loving me. Stop loving me just because I disagree. But that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Y'all can break down facts and all that other stuff. I'm just thinking that from my point of view and the stuff that I went through with my ex-husband, I just feel that because my daughter is grown and my son is grown too. I think that I would have no, I don't think I would have sat down with the kids first and let them and I would talk to them. Okay, do y'all want me to talk to y'all father about that, or do y'all want to go? No, my kids they would have said, no, we'll talk to dad about it. They would do that. They would talk to dad about it. So that's why I'm like, I think Danny. It was all about Danny. I don't know if it was about them girls. I think that Danny just was afraid to talk to the girls by herself about it, and she thought that Bill needed to know about the girls' health from her. But overall, I mean, the girls didn't even find out about the health situation. They found out about it from their grandmammy. So what do y'all think about that? Should they have come from their mammy or their grandmammy? It's like everybody deals with their news in the way that they deal with it. And the girls found out about it no matter what, no matter in the end. In the end, they were able to find out what they had to find out and the precautions that they need to take once Danny finds out their results. But I still think that she should have told the daughters first. Sorry, love you. So Danny comes and sees her mom, gives her a hug. Sweetheart, what brings you both here? Because she looking at Bill. But he's like, I just wanted to come by and say in person how sorry I am. Mm. And we know that Naomi and Chelsea dropped by before. We're so sorry that we didn't talk to them first. Yeah, you should have talked to them first. Overall. Oh, honey, you don't have to worry about the girls. They took the news with courage and strength. I knew that they would. I wish there would have been a better way to tell someone that you love that you have a monster living inside of you and one that you may have passed on to them. Look, I'm not sure that I'm the best person to weigh in on you and Nicole. That is Shanice telling that to Ted. We're back at the hospital. Girl, wait till he says what he says, girl, and then give your advice. You always give the best advice, girl. Come on, Ted. Tell her what's on your mind, boo. He was like, girl, it ain't like that. And I just don't want your advice as a friend, but as a medical professional, he said. She was like, okay, whatever you need, Ted. He says, thanks. But as he looking around, can we do it? Can we do it someplace a little bit less central? Oh, really? Now y'all want to have a conversation without someplace without it being right there at the nursing station? Because everybody else talks and slap people and find out who's cheating and who's in love and all this other stuff right there at the nursing station. Now you want to find some place that's less central? What about your office, Ted? Y'all can go there. Don't go to that bird cafe. Don't go there. So they leave from the nursing station to go talk by the elevator. Honey. He says it's about Nicole's mother. What? Let me say this right. It's Nicole's mammy. All right. It's breast cancer and it's very aggressive. He tells Shanice. She's like, oh damn. So he tells her that they're getting right on it, which is the good news. But the bad news is that because that cancer is very aggressive, the cancer is a result of Anita having a variant of the BRCA gene. And I think Miss Welder, I think you did say that you have the BRCA gene. Girl, my heart goes out to you, my prayers, everything. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I tried to look at this damn show on Friday. I just couldn't. I mean, because I was so caught up into you guys' comments. Don't you start now, Shar. Oh, I'm not gonna start. I already did at the beginning of this video. We're not gonna do that. But just looking at you guys' comments and seeing what the battles that you have fought and that you're still fighting. You have family members. You guys are rock stars. You guys are fighters. You guys are blessings. You guys are miracles. Miracles. And you want to come here and listen to my old cussing self? God, y'all are such a blessing to me. And I really appreciate you guys sharing your stories because you don't have to do it. You really don't, but you did. And I thank you so much. Ah, okay, girl, back to the show, honey. So he breaks it down some more and says Nicole can have the gene too. And then Shanice was like, yeah, which means your children could carry it as well. He knows that a lot of testing has to be done, baby, but he wants to be there for them, all of them, every last one of them. So he's continuing to tell her, like a year ago, he wouldn't have had a question on what to do because he was together with his wife and his kids. But now that they're divorced, he don't know what the fuck to do. He don't know what role to play in this particular part of this show. Wow, he said Carlton used to be the go-to buddy that he used to go to sort things out, but under the current circumstances, that is no longer an option. So yeah, he's somehow he's sorry for overstepping. She was like, "Look, honey, if you are about to apologize for coming to me, you could stop that silliness right now, honey." I guess you put me in my place, huh? This flirtation stuff that he does with Shanice is just it's kind of natural, but then it's not. He be doing them dimples in his cheeks and stuff. I see you, Keith. I know you be trying to flirt, honey. I see you. So Shanice is still very serious, like she was about that damn bird shit. She said, "Look, friend to friend." She said, "You are way overthinking this, honey. You and her might be divorced, but she is still your family." He said the same thing to her yesterday. In the other, the last episode, he said the same thing. She said, "You need to do right about them kids too, baby. Don't let the title change get in the way. Just because y'all are not married, y'all divorced, you still family. You owe all of them a right way of helping them out as much as you can. Child. We are back at Uptown. Thomas, I'm so sorry about your grandmother. While he's hugging Cat. No empathy, no feeling in his voice, just, I am so sorry about your grandmother. Caddy says, "Oh, it's just hard to even say the word." "I can only imagine," he says. "I'd like to ask you for one favor, though." So he slid the glass of water to her. If you're a drinker, y'all better have a lot of bread or carbs soaking in the alcohol in your belly, or drink some water to help you not get dehydrated. So if you're not a drinker, that's why he slid that over. I'm not a tequila person, so I've never been drunk. Never been drunk. I've never been James drunk. I've been HIGH. I told y'all that earlier this summer. If y'all were here, y'all know that I ate a whole piece of candy, adult candy. And I have a small house. And so when I had to go from my office to use the bathroom, and I actually took it while I was taking a nap because I couldn't nap. I took it to take a quick nap from work, and then I still had to go back. And not a tiny house. I don't have a tiny house. It's small. It's a small house it's just me. And y'all, it felt like it took me 50 years to walk from my desk to the bathroom. And it's all one level. I only have one bathroom, y'all. It took me forever. I had to literally get on the floor and crawl to my bathroom. So I'm a lightweight. Yeah. Hydration is your friend, Tomas says. You must be feeling a million different things right now. Grand being sick, she says. I mean, those words don't even go together. Baby, you better say that. She says, that woman just doesn't fill up a room, honey. She fills up a stadium. She's been this force my entire life. None of us would be who we were and are if it weren't for her and granddad. And all of that power and focus will help get her through this current situation. And if occasionally she needs a little bit extra, you and your family have strength enough to support a smaller nation. Wow, that's a little deep. The heart of this family is my grandmother. What do we do if we lose her? Bill and I spoke to the girls about getting tested if I'm carrying the gene variant, and they are both 100% on board. We're not surprised, Vernon says. When we spoke, I made sure that they understood the risks. But what they do care about the most is you, Anita, and seeing you through this, Bill says, girl. They know what's important right now the same way Danny and I do. He put his hand on the small of Danny's back. I'm just, uh, I'm getting us jumping in my stomach like I do with Leslie. I'm not gonna do that with Bill. I'm not today. So Vernon cops it. And Anita was like, "Thank you." Vernon's like, "You know what? All this deep ass conversation has me feeling a little dry in the throat and parched. Anita, I'm sure that you could use something to drink too. Danny, come with me. Let's get everyone some lemonade." Of course. And so she leaves with her tiny waist and that beautiful burgundy sweater. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. And that big waist belt. Oh my God. I'm sure that Anita and Vernon had a conversation like, look, if Bill bring his ass over here, I'm going to leave him to you, Anita. I'm going to leave him to you. Because if I bite into him, I already bit into him 2 months ago and I had him crawling on his hands and knees. Because we all know that his pappy treats him like shit. So now it's your turn. So get him, Nita. Get him. So they get in the hallway. So Danny says she wants to apologize again to her pappy for not talking to Chelsea and Naomi sooner. She doesn't want to put any more stress on Mother. Of course not, baby girl. But we are both a little concerned that you brought Bill here with you. You're reading too much into this, Daddy. Bill and I were together when we spoke to Chelsea and Naomi. And he wanted to come by to express his sympathy to Mother personally. Those are good reasons. But you're hoping that there aren't some not so good reasons? Ooh! Anita says, it feels like I've been seeing more of your ass these days than when you were married to my daughter, Nick. Shit. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but we do keep winding up in each other's orbit lately, don't we? Wait a minute, you know this lady is sick and you talking about she's exaggerating. You see what y'all see what I'm talking about? Your presence was a strong and welcome one during Chelsea's crisis. Yeah, I just hate that the family is dealing with yet another crisis, he says. When I saw you in the hospital, Anita, I had no idea you were going through all of this. She wasn't, not at that time. It was just regular tests. It was just a regular checkup. Shit. Neither did I, she says. But life comes at you so fast. Tell me about it, he says, and that, well, tell me about it, he says, and that's speaking from someone who just had a stroke out of the blue. And look at you now, Anita says. Yeah, I'm here. And I have no doubt that you will, too. You will recover just like me. That is the hope, she says. But if I may be so bold, he said. Are you anything but? She says. He said, I have a little advice for you about your upcoming journey, he says. All right, we're at the red door, and Smitty is there. He lost some weight. Because y'all know they celebrated episode 200 a couple months ago, so maybe it's his haircut. But he was saying that he can't wrap his head around the fact that this is happening to Anita. So I'm going to condense this because again, all I'm Martin is probably going to do is give these Martin Luther King speeches about how I told you that I was going to put family first. Ain't no election that important. Something might happen to me. We'll see. We'll pick out the nuggets. Y'all know we always do that. So yeah, he broke down to Smitty about the variant, and Martin is like, "Look, the only person I'm worried about right now is Gran. That's it, pretty much." So Smitty was like, "Well, how the fuck did Cat take the news?" He said, her ass was devastated, and she's worried about Gran and Mom like we all are. But I really wish her ass. This is what Martin says was a little bit more worried about herself than everybody else. So we're back at Uptown. Cat is talking to Tomas, and she tells him, you're right about my love-hate relationship with tequila. I am not looking forward, honey, to waking up tomorrow to face how much it hates me. If I got news like this about my abuelita, I'd be tempted to have a drink too. What else did the doctor say? And she's like, uh, about Grant's treatment? That they're gonna start it immediately. They have to in her situation. Cat, your ass better tell him about the test, Catherine. Chemo, surgery, she says, and then they'll see where things stand. I'm sure that Vernon and your parents are going to use all of their connections to make sure that Miss Anita receives the best possible care. Must be handy having doctors in the family. And then we see we see we have a zzz and Cat looks at her phone and it's Ted with that dimple and that smile. She has Dad on the phone. So she turns it over. And so Mouse was like, why don't you want to talk to your dad? He might have news. I probably shouldn't talk to anyone after those tequila shots. I was pretty mean to you. Good point. Let's improve your temper by putting some distance between you and the tequila. So he moves the shot glass away from her and pushes the water glass again. So he reaches out his hand to say, "Can I take you home?" She says, "Okay." Any luck reaching out to the family? We're back at the hospital with Shanice and Tad, and that's what she asked him. He said he tried Kat, but she didn't pick up. Shanice was like, "I know that her phone is pretty much surgically attached, but she might have just put it down, all right, just for a moment." Ted was like, "Possibly, yes, but not likely. I know my daughter. Well, maybe she's talking to someone right now about the situation." I mean, I'm sure that she must be pretty anxious knowing Nicole is getting tested and what a positive result would mean for her. He says, "Look, this is between us, right? When Nicole told Kat she might need to get tested too, Kat said she didn't want to. Why is that? Well, she doesn't want to know the words if there's nothing she can do to change it. I can understand that, but if a Nicole's ass tests positive, which we all know that we don't want that to be not the case, Kat is just sticking her head in the sand by refusing to get tested. Depending on the BRCA mutation, chances are anywhere from 45 to 70% that she tests positive if Nicole does too. Damn, that wow. Those are some scary damn numbers, Shanice says. You better break down the stats, girl. That girl know her shit. Go sit down somewhere, Leslie. Ted was like, "Yeah, for one, I'm scared as hell." He said it's bad enough for Nicole, but if Kat and Martin, she said, "Look, there's no need to go there yet, okay?" He says, "Look, Nicole wanted me to get with Kat to help her change her mind about getting tested, but things have been so scratchy between us since me and Eva started getting close. And the ice is finally starting to thaw over the holidays, but we ain't nowhere near where we were before. And with the distance between us and as determined as Nicole made Kat sound, I don't even know where to begin the conversation." Go ahead, Shanice. Well, Shanice is the builder of him, honey. She says, "You're selling yourself short, Ted, right? You know your daughter maybe even better than Nicole does." And he does. "And I have a feeling when you see Kat, the words will just come." So Shanice gets a test and I mean a text. So she has to go check on a patient. And yeah. So right when she was leaving, Ted said, "Shanice, thank you." She said, "Please, honey. I just said out loud what you were already thinking. That's all." And he everything that she told him, he had already said that to Nicole. No more day drinking for me. This is Kat. So we're back at the guest house, her apartment with the little legs on the couch. And Tomas is there with her. He says, "Can I get you anything? More water?" "Yes, please," she says. So Tomas gets a text. "Who's that?" Kat says. "Are you avoiding someone?" He says, "It's just the office girl. I'll call them back later." "Oh, yeah, right. I'm keeping you from work." "You should go back." "Not until I'm sure you're okay." "No, no, I'm fine." He gets the water, gives it to her. "Chelsea texted me while we were in the car. She should get here soon, and when she gets here, we will probably have a good cry about Gran. So you can go back to the office, boo, guilt free." "It's not guilt, okay? I'd want to be here for you." "And you are." "You left work and you're sitting right here beside me. And now you can leave. I'm sorry if I was a little harsh earlier when I said becoming partner mattered to you." It was, girl. You was right. You was right on it, Cat. The Witchy Poo Powers knew exactly what it was doing. It is important to you. It does matter to him. I'm sorry, it matters to him. He wants to be partner. Yeah, you were right, girl. Don't belittle that, girl. That was the that was the that was the tequila talking. She says it should matter. Your ambition is one of the things that I love most about you. I could talk, y'all. Now I drank last night. That's another reason why I didn't come on this microphone. But I'm cool right now. I had like a little mix, little Diet Coke with the Jack Daniels, a little bottle things, just to help me chill out, honey. Are you sure you want me to leave? Absolutely. You showed up for me today. All right, you've met your quota. But tomorrow you can do it all over again, and again and again. I tell you, he's just so flat. Swear. He gives her a kiss. Mm. We back at the red door. Smitty is just surprised that out of all people, that Kat would be the one that's unwilling to face the facts. And Martin was like, neither did I, honey, but something like this. So we're going to just condense this conversation unless they say something profound. Y'all already know. So he was like, you just never know when you're presented with something like that. You don't know how people are going to react. So Smitty asks him, I'm assuming that you even try to convince her ass too. He says, shit, for all the good that did, that didn't do nothing. So he just tells him that, Nicole told him to just chill, just give her some time. And so he did. He did exactly what his mom told him to do. And if Nicole's results come back negative, then all of this was some moot, as he said. All right. And so Smitty was like, well, you're my concern. Like I said, Smitty think about his boo. So he was saying a few years ago, he had contact with this doctor in Texas who is part of a cancer research institute there. It's part of a story that he was working on. So maybe they might use her as a way to talk to Kat to reconsider her answer about getting tested. Martin says, convincing Kat, huh? He says, that ain't no damn research thing. That is a move heaven and earth thing. But go ahead and reach out to her, honey. Make the call. Somebody got to knock that girl upside the head and make some sense. I know that my stroke was nothing compared to what you're facing. Back at the palace, this is Bill. Remember, he told Anita that he had some advice to give her. But when the reality of it first hit me, I felt something very unfamiliar to me. Helplessness. Now, I know that you're the great Anita Dupree. You got that right. Right, yeah, he says. But I suspect that when you learned about your diagnosis, you felt the same thing I felt, however brief. She said, go on. Well, getting knocked down that hard, that fast, Bill says. That shit threw me off. Caught me completely off guard. It made me realize that no matter how often I hit the gym or the courts or the links, no matter how much I strut around like I'm a man half my age, with a fucking woman half your age, I think Anita's thankful for his advice, but I still don't like your ass. That's exactly how she looking. He says, even with all of that, my body still ended up failing me. He said it was frustrating as hell thinking that had lost all control. And the idea of having to rely on other people, shit, that shit was almost as worse than the illness itself. And I know you well enough to know that that must be going through your mind right now too. You're worried about being vulnerable, about being the one who needs rather than one who gives. So, Anita, my advice is drop those concerns. Just drop that shit. Don't be as prideful and as stubborn as I was. You accept every bit of help that comes your way. And when it comes to your health and your inevitable recovery, you get to be as selfish as you want to be. And no one will think any less of you. As a matter of fact, they will be even more in awe of you than ever. People want to help you, Anita. Let them. I'm going to do something that I normally don't do to Bill Hamilton. I'm going to do a Willie D clap. If y'all know Willie D live, y'all know whenever he hears something profound from somebody that he don't give a fuck about, or something happens that he agrees with, he gives those three slow damn claps. So I'm going to give that to Bill. I'm going to give it to him. We still don't like your ass there. Go home to your wife. I know you care for them. And you lied to Haley and told Haley that you was going to the office. But I guess you're on your way there. As you're on your way there, you stop by the daddy's house. Then you stop by daddy's house at the Dupree's. Then you go into the office. See, he ain't changed, y'all. He ain't changed. Back in the hallway with foyer, I'm sorry, with Danny and her daddy. You don't have to worry about Bill, Dad. Or there being a Bill and me again. I certainly hope not. Frankly, I expected you to lean on your new husband rather than your old one at a time like this. I will be doing plenty of leaning on Andre. He is my rock. But Chelsea and Naomi needed both of their parents right now, and that's all this is. All right. They did. Again, y'all, I'm not debating whether they needed or not needed both of their parents. I'm not saying that. It's just the timing of how I'm not saying that they should have not told Bill at all because he does love the Duprees. I'm not even saying that. So please don't. I'm start explaining myself. I said that Danny, damn it, should have told them girls first. Shit. I'm sorry. No, I ain't saying I'm sorry. Take that back. You know y'all cracking up. She should have. God dog it. Vernon says, if you say so. I do. Now let's go get some lemonade to bring back before Mother and Bill realize that you being parched was a ruse. And I want to believe her. I really do. I feel like she does, but y'all know I be getting shit wrong. But I want to believe Danny. I really do want to believe her. Me, Vernon, Anita, all three of us. We're really hoping that this is just a thing that the girls need their parents, and that's it. Not he needs you, you need him. But y'all kiss. It's so much going on. Anyway, we're back at the guest house, and we see Tad arrives there to see his baby girl. Dad, Kat says, I'm sorry for not calling first, but since your ass didn't answer, I mean, I'm coming, bringing my ass over here or let me in. Oh, sorry. I was with Tomas when you called. Oh, okay. I guess that was an acceptable reason for sending me the voicemail, as long as that's the only damn reason. When I saw the caller ID, I figured I knew why you wanted to talk to me. Mom told you everything. But first things first. Oh, he reached out his arms to give her a hug. He tells her that he's sorry to hear about Anita. He says, I know this took a real blow on all of you. She said, I mean, I couldn't even really process the words when they came out of Mom's mouth. It was like she was speaking some damn foreign language or something. He says, I barely understood them myself before your mother explained all of the other concerns. I knew it. You came here to get me to change my mind about getting tested. No, baby, he says. It's not even close. Yuck. Lord. Child, we at back at Bill's office and we see Haley. We like 30 minutes in the fucking show. We see this damn tiger. that, now I love Miss Feather. What's her name? Featherstone. That's the girl who's the costume designer. And I know that Haley's character is supposed to be gaudy and trashy, and yeah, she's definitely acing it. But this old ugly fugly shit that she got on. Remember, he said that he was coming to the office. I was about to say that earlier. He said he was coming to the office, and of course, his ass ain't there. So he lied to her, y'all. Shit. Tomas gets there. Haley, is Bill around? I was out of the office for a bit. Hey, so I thought I should check in. Yeah, he told her that he was coming because he wanted to have dinner with her, but she never said whether she was coming or not, did she? Yes, but you're not the only one who's been out of the office for a bit. Is everything okay? Of course, she says. You know, it seems like the whole office has something more important to do today than to actually be here working their asses off. It's New Year's. Yeah, for everybody except for the folks planning to make 2026 count. Like Pauline, she's practically chained to her desk. We never met Pauline. I think that's the girl who it might be going head to head with being partners. Have you seen her billable hours? That woman is gunning for partner like it's personal. That makes two of us, Tomas says. Haley was like, honey, you think Bill doesn't know who's here and who's not? I'm here now. And sometimes something comes up that's more important. Back at the palace. Everybody's at the front door. Vernon, Bill, Anita, and Danny. He talking about, man, that damn Rowena sure hasn't lost her touch about making lemonade, has she? This is what Bill says. I found out from Michael Parms that we probably will never meet Rowena, and I think it was Crystal or somebody who said that on General Hospital the character Cook used to be mentioned a lot, but we never met Cook. That is so true. I remember that's all you reaching back, girl. Yeah, we never saw Cook at all. Are there any like help in any type of other soap opera that they mentioned the name, but we never saw them? Because I don't know if Rowena is black or white or Russian. I don't know what she is. I don't know, girl. But Danny, I'll let you know if I have any more conversations with the girls. That's what Bill tells Danny. You better. Bill looks at Vernon. It's good to see you, Vernon. I know that there's no good time to just drop by these days, but Danny and I, we just wanted to touch base and clear the air about the mix up with the girls. It's all right. Thanks for coming on over, Bill. Shakes his hand. And Anita, he turns to her. I do hope that you'll consider what I told you earlier. She didn't say nothing. She just gave him a hug. When he hugged her, he looking at Danny. And Danny looking like, mm. Girl. Oh, season two, honey. Season two. So he leaves. And so Danny was like, wait a minute. Bill gave advice? Oh, don't worry, honey. I'll consider the source. Sweetheart, I think I am feeling a little tired. Think I'll go upstairs and lie down for a bit. Yeah, because that girl been having visitors all day. She just came out of surgery this morning, and everybody keep hugging her over that damn porch. I'll come up there and lay down with you, baby. Danny, see yourself out, honey. But oh, actually, Daddy, I hope you don't mind. I have something that I want to run by you. Oh, well, that's all right. I'll just know my way upstairs. I'll just take the elevator, and if you don't mind after Lee, Danny gets her ass out of here, I wouldn't mind having a little company. Yeah. He gives her a little. They are so cute. Vernon and Anita are precious. Oh, well, what can I do for you? I know all of this is just. Stop right there, Daddy. You got me alone before because you wanted to talk to me about Bill. Lord Jesus. She says, now it's my turn to talk to you about you. Because again, nobody thinks about the caregiver. Nobody thinks about the caregiver. Of course, we want to make sure that the person who's getting the care is taken care of, but the one who is the person beside them or behind them, their spouse or their partner, they need a hand on their back too. They need arms to fall in. They do. So Martin already told him. Now I'm sure Danielle's gonna tell him. We're both crossing our fingers that your mother will test negative for this gene that's been giving your grand so much trouble. We're back at the guest house, and that is what Ted just told to Kat. And if that's the case, then some of our concerns will be irrelevant, he said. But if the news is bad, we both know you have a choice to make. And I've already made that choice, Kat says. Ted was like, which is your right? As I said, it's your choice, not mine's, not your mother's, not your brother's. And whatever you decide, baby, we will love and support you. Now, I do know how frightening this is for me, he says, and I can't imagine how you feel when it's your body that's in question. You have every reason to be scared, he says. She says, I am. But sometimes, he says, talking about the scary thing takes its power away. Baby, you can always talk to me about anything that you're thinking about, you're going through. I will always be a safe space for you. I used to tell you everything. I miss that. I miss that too, he says. You remember when you were little and you were scared of the dark? You never wanted to go to bed. So we developed a ritual, right? You would walk in the bedroom with me holding my hand, and then Ted says, I will slay the damn dragon. My son used to be like that. He used to suffer from night terrors. If you don't know what night terrors are, is when I think little boys suffer from it more than little girls. Please, I'm not a medical professional. Just telling you about my child. He would just wake up screaming. Like his eyes would be open, but he didn't see me. He could not see me. And he would just be screaming and screaming and screaming. So this was like me trying to train him to sleep in his bed by himself, which actually it was a bunk bed, him and his sister. She slept on the top bunk. He was in the bottom. So I had to sleep in that bed with him for a little bit. As he got into a deep sleep, I had to literally make sure that the mattress don't move. I had to like contort my body to crawl on the floor to go out the room so that he wouldn't feel that I left him there. And then he would scream for night terrors. I had to come in there. I had to literally whisper. Now I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. So even I cuss. Yeah. And so I would back then I was a pastor's wife too. So I would whisper Jesus in his ear, like Jesus, 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 until it calmed his spirit down. He would go right to sleep. But those night terrors, I mean, his eyes would be wide open. He couldn't see me. He would be screaming, Mama, whoa, whoa. So I'm holding him. I would carry him from room to room, holding him. He was stiff like a board. I mean, he wouldn't relax or anything. So I would just scream Jesus in his, well, not scream, but just, whisper it in his ear. I would sing to him. Then he would finally let his body relax and limp. So kids and nightmares and dragons and closets and monsters hiding under the bed. I went through all of that, especially with that little boy. Ted just said the same thing I said. Under the bed, in the closet. She says, and that sneaky one behind the nightstand. She said, mm-hmm. He said, mm-hmm. And I would make it safe so that my little princess could fall asleep. She says, what I wouldn't give for an imaginary dragon right now. Now, I will say this Ted, this Keith, he's doing such a great job to show father energy. Not too sure about Maurice. Not to say that he couldn't, but I feel like Keith does really great showing his fatherly instincts. I know I said a month ago he's not the best father, but he's redeeming himself now by showing Cat. But I hate that something bad had to happen for him to show this side of him. But anyway, he's showing a good father in this scene, and I'm really proud of him. So Ted says, I know that you're all grown up now and you don't need your dad to slay your dragons anymore. And these days, you probably feel more comfortable confiding in someone your age, like Chelsea or Tomas. She says, sometimes it's not even easy, even with them. He says, my point is, I'm here too. Oh, she gave him a hug. She says, and my point is, I will always need my daddy. And you will always be my princess, he says. Thank God loud as Eva didn't come. Dad! Mama! Girl, you would have fucked up that moment. We're back at the red door. Smitty is asking Martin, how's Vernon doing? Martin says, well, on the outside, he was the granddad we all know and love because he was showing a lot of strength. Being the patriarch of the family, the role that he was placed and made for fits him like a glove as the patriarch. But he said, something was off. Like he was putting on this brave face for me and Gran, not wanting to show us that he was struggling. Smee was like, well, can you blame him? He's facing the possibility that he might be losing the person that he loves the most in this world. Martin was like, look, I want to be someone that my granddad can lean on. So Smitty was like, I'll make you a deal. You worry about Vernon. Martin was like, well, that'll be damn easy. And he says, and I will worry about you. Oh. So we're at Bill's office. So Tomas is ready to get on the phone. And so Bill shows up. Tomas, were you looking for me? Oh, just wanted to check in. I had to leave the office for a bit for a personal matter. Well, I have a feeling that it's the same kind of personal matter that I've been dealing with, he tells Tomas. So how's Kat holding up? Tomas says, honestly, she's scared. Oh, shit! I haven't pressed play yet. He says, and not just for her grandmother either. Oh my God, she didn't tell him about the damn gene. Oh, let me push play. Both of my girls are pretty shaken up about the possibility of them inheriting this BRCA gene variant responsible for Nita's cancer. Oh, Tomas is like looking like adios meals. I'm leaning all back like y'all can see me. Oh my God, he told him. Shit. Hopefully we'll all get some good news soon. And he taps Tomas on the shoulder. Tomas is like, BRCA? Variant? What? So, child. Tony the Tiger is sitting at the table in Bill's office. So he comes in. Caroline, can you pull this case for me? She looks up and sees Bill. That Bill is just getting there. Oh, it's you. He was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Earlier, I told your ass that I was going to meet you at the office, and here I am. Oh, was that just today? It feels like ages ago. So, how's daddy? Oh, come on now. No, don't be that way, girl. When I left the house, I told your asses about something important. Yeah, without telling me why. Because I had to get all the fucking information first, all right? And I need to see my girls. You know how important my kids are to me. Well, shit, you sure as fuck didn't think about that a year ago. Shit. Anyway, she says, how about the kid you were so eager to make with me? Look, it's not a fucking contest, Haley. Chat. Look, when you hear what I have to tell your ass, you'll know that you ain't got to worry about no damn Danny. Oh, Lord, y'all gonna have me cry. Oh, we're back at the palace, and Danny has her father's arm. Mother is upstairs, and so you can let your shields come down, Dad. And what shields might these be as they sit down on the love seat? The ones that you keep around yourself so you can protect the rest of us. You make me sound like I should have some type of letter on my chest and a cape on my back. Not all heroes wear capes, Daddy. And you will always be our hero. Even, especially if you show us what you're feeling. I know you're used to fixing everything for everybody else, but there is a limit to even your powers. Don't you think I know that? I do. We are all rocked by what is happening to Mother, and we are all focusing our energy on being strong for her. And no one has been stronger than you. I've been watching you too, and you are holding on so tight you might break. And knowing you, you're going to keep doing it because you think that's your job. But mine, right now, is to tell you that bottling up doesn't help you or us. Child. y'all, y'all is not gonna let me crowd this damn episode, all right? Now, if you feel like you just can't show it to Mother, I understand. Cause this goes through. I'm not really close to my stepfather, and it is what it is. It is nothing. It ain't nothing but nothing. But I saw how my stepfather was when my mom was her health was declining. My mother was a spitfire, just like Anita, probably worse. But to see to see her in that bed and she couldn't form her words because she had bleeding on the brain because of the leukemia. She fell down and hit her head in the hospital, and the bleeding just and for her to be the mouth of the relationship to the point where she didn't have any words, that you can tell that it broke him. I mean, they would have their little spats, you know how older couples did or do. um you could see that he didn't, it was just hard for him. um Both of his first two wives passed away, so I think this was his longest lasting relationship with my mom's third wife. Okay. But him trying to be strong or not showing his tears or anything, yeah, it was hard. It was very, very hard to see him like that, because he was always, very, very, he's older than her and always wanted to play basketball and stuff. So his family made sure that they rallied around him, and we did too, to make sure that he was okay, because it was tough. And when you have the man like that, like Vernon, oh, it's I saw this myself. But it's just you and me, Daddy. I know I'm your baby, but I'm a grown woman who is strong enough to be your shoulder right now, in the way that you've been had to be for me all these years. Right when she said that, he took a this is so much of a natural scene. He inhaled. I bet you behind that camera there wasn't a dry eye in the house. I can promise you that. This scene, this scene right here is worthy of a damn Emmy nomination for this show. Please let me, she says. All right, we are back at the hospital, and Shanice is there, and she gets a text from Ted, and he says, I owe you big time for the great advice. Wow, he says, do you accept kisses as payment? He's so flirtatious. That's exactly what my boyfriend would tell me. He would say that same shit. Oh, I got these I just want to cry right now. I need to chill, chill, char, chill. You hard, girl. Right? Phew. I can't even get the Ted makes it over to the red door to go check on his son. Ah, let me put you. So he's over there talking. Why am I crying? He's checking on his baby boy. Oh, I trashed Ted real bad. Y'all know I did. But this man is making up for lost time. God almighty. Calm down, Shar. I'm crying for real. Oh, he's making his rounds to go check on his kids. He was like, hey, Smitty. Oh, God. I'm sure Martin filled your ass in. Why is this hurting my heart so much? It does not hurt, but it's oh God, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, let me push play so I can finish this last 8 minutes of this damn show. Damn it. So Martin is like, I hope you talk some sense into her ass too. He was like, yeah, I mean, your mother told me that I need to do it too. He said, but we got to remember that girl is an adult and we need to respect her choices, even if we disagree with them. Oh my God. So he was like, you can't be serious, Dad. So he gets the text from Shanice and looks at it. He talking about, sorry, y'all, it's the hospital. So Smitty was like, I hope everything's okay. He was like, no, it's cool. In fact, things are going it's going better than I expected. I'm just trying to get these tears out. I can't because I dragged that man, y'all. I dragged him so bad. Oh my God. He's Whew. Okay. Get through this. Oh my God. Then they said we gotta keep supporting her. Whew. Then he says if you felt that same way, I would support you too. It's a father's job to be there for his children. I gotta get through this shit. Y'all know I'm a crybaby. And he says that I know I fucked up in the past, but I'm trying to show y'all both that I'm here for y'all. No matter what. I know y'all like, Shar, damn, get it together. I'm getting it together, y'all. Shit. So we get back to the guest house and there's some tequila in the cabin and I mean the cupboard and Cat was ready to get some more. So her phone buzzes and so she sees I think it's Tomas calling her, probably asking her about what Bill had just told him. What's up? She says. I'm just checking in like I said I would, he said. Seriously, she said, you were just here like an hour ago. It doesn't mean that I have stopped thinking about you, Cat. He said, you are okay, right, Kat? She said, oh, you're very sweet. Listen, I do hear Chelsea coming in now. Chelsea ain't nowhere near them curtains, girl. Ain't no shadows or nothing, just lying. So I gotta go. I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? And then she just hangs up on him. Now I can clear these damn tears up. Now we on the other side in Bill's office. Anita has breast cancer? Oh, Bill. And Naomi and Chelsea may be in danger too? Unfortunately, yes, he says. My heart goes out to them all. No, it doesn't, girl. You want them all to be DEAD. Babe, I'm so ashamed for how petty I was acting. Please tell me you forgive me. Well, you didn't know, baby. You didn't know. She looking up at him like, yes, I did, Nick. In the Senate, in the movement, I was a fighter. We're back at the palace, and this is Lord, I'm gonna get through this. This is Vernon talking to his adult grown ass daughter. Right now. I'm gonna get through these last 6 minutes. Won most every battle I put to my mind. Some folks still flinch when they hear your name. I held my own in rooms filled with power. But she says, tell me. There's no negotiation here. No handshake, no deal to strike. I don't know how to fight this. You didn't know how to fight racism. You didn't have a plan, just conviction, Danny said. And you showed up day after day, stood your ground. You used your voice, your presence, and your refusal to back down. And my wife was right there, fighting beside me. But this time, there will be days when she is not strong enough to fight. But you are not alone, Daddy. The daughters you raised together, the ones you taught to stand tall, to push through and to throw a punch when needed. We are stepping into this battle right next to you. And right now, I'm here, Daddy. I'm here to listen and to hold the words that you can't share with her. Being her husband means more to me than anything I had ever accomplished. And to think that I may wake up alone in this big old house one day and find that that beautiful, vibrant, soulful being isn't here. It's just, it's just, I'm good. She says it's okay. It's okay, Daddy. It's okay. Oh, I can't even hold this damn microphone right. Huh, I'm glad that they are doing a different vibe now. Actually, that's the end of the show. Season 2, episode 1. So now they're showing what's happening next on the next Beyond the Gates, which I'm happy they're back to that. They're back to telling us what's happening. So what's happening now? Okay, so we see them dancing like a Mardi Gras thing, in a circle at the house. We've seen them do that before. So let's see what's next. Ted is talking to Andre like, you need to tell Bill to stay in his lane. And Andre was like, well, if he don't, Ted said, you put his ass there. Um, Vanessa is running into the hole in the wall, and Joey was like, tell me what the fuck happened. Did someone try to hurt you? And Marcel with his slick ass hair talk about Armstrong isn't someone you want to cross. And okay, Leslie with the wet and wavy. She said, and neither am I. And Ted is meeting with Nicole and telling her that I think that that we are in a new phase with us for us. You know. Chelsea is talking to, is that okay with Naomi and no makeup Catherine about the blood drawn, and Cat is like, bitch, if I keep hearing about gene testing lab results, baby, I'm gonna break the fuck down. And so, the the lab results are in. And so Danny asked Nicole what did her say, and that was the end. So, whew, child, how y'all might hear a lot of bullshit on this damn microphone. I could not get through that damn episode. I don't even know how to the scene that made me cry was damn Ted showing up and Vernon crying. I can't get through that. I'm just like, this is act. Well, no, I'm talking about act, Lord. If the script writing is as good for season 2, act 1, episode 1, season 2, if the script writing is great like it was on this episode, we in for a great season, y'all. We are in for a great 300 no, 100 episodes. We are in for it. We're going to have a good time. We going to have a good fucking time. Yeah, the scripting, the words, everything was great. Everything was great. Every word, every scene. Um it was great except for, like, the lion cub that was that damn long ass wig. Wasn't nothing great about that damn dress that bitch had on. I'm talking about Haley. And that was it, y'all. That was a lot. That was a lot. So thankfully we've made it through it. Happy New Year again to all of you guys. And thank you again for sharing all your stories of survival and strength. And you still are going through your healing. Some of our rascals have just had a surgery a couple of days ago, New Year's Eve. It's like, you guys are so amazing. Y'all are so amazing. And I do not take your presence here for granted. I take it as an honor and a blessing to have you here with me to share your time. So yeah, I've got these new glasses. They are transitionals. The bifocals. They normally used to have the old lines with the lines in, but they don't not like that anymore. So these are Fendi. I think I showed these at the beginning. These were sunglasses I bought on a website called Style Encore. That's Style STYLE dash encore.com. And that's where they have a lot of um donations from Lux brands. There's a lot of people who donate their luxury items, necklaces, jewelry, bags. I buy a lot of my purses, like my Louis Vuittons from there, my Gucci's from there. So I shop there all the time. So if you're looking for some frames, because I wanted some designer frames, I do still wear my red ones and stuff, but these are my most recent prescriptions. So I love them. They're Fendi. They got the F's all around them, and y'all know I like the big frames. I will be changing my hair really soon. It's gonna be cute in a couple of weeks because I'm going to a birthday celebration. And sometimes I like to pop out different. I'm still gonna be on brand, honey. You're still gonna have the gray, and you're gonna have the glasses and the personality. Okay. All right, y'all. Whew, what a great episode. Let me go ahead and get this edited and up, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love ya. Bye.